How's it guys, Munash here, back with more Alliance War, and this is the 10th war of Season 21. And I'm going with Human Torch, Nick Fury, and Dr. Doom. So I just need Doom for one fight, which is going to be the first fight, because I am going to start off on Path 7 today, and then I'm going to move on to Path 9 in Section 2. In fact, I just brought Doom and Torch for one fight each, then I did the most with Nick Fury. So first I have this Hyperion with Kinetic Transference and Power Bond. So with Power Bond, Doom's Power Steal won't be as effective because it does have a reduction of 90% on any power draining abilities. So I never tried this fight or this path before, so I figured I'm just going to use a Champion boost and a Greater Special 3 boost just in case, but really it shouldn't be too difficult with Doom. The only thing is I'm not going to be able to do the proper Doom rotation. So I'm just going to play it a bit more safe and try to bait specials as soon as he has 1 bar of power. And I am going to be parrying quite a bit, just so I don't trigger that indestructible. So yeah, I'm just going to throw the special 1 when he's low on power still, because I know my power draining abilities won't be as effective, so I'm not really going to try to push him to 3 bars of power and then power steal. I just want him to throw those special attacks a little bit more freely. And I am doing a lot of heavy attacks just to place the stagger, you know, to make sure he doesn't gain any of those power gain buffs. And yeah, it's a pretty simple fight with Doom. Yeah, a very easy fight with Doom actually. I had no reason to be concerned really. And now we're gonna move on to Invisible Woman, and she has Buff and Balance Power Drain, Matador, and Cold Turkey. Now there's also the Return Policy node being linked from Path 8, but really that's not really an issue, so I'm just gonna ignore that and take her with that node. And this was a very sloppy fight, I must say. I actually don't know why I got hit so much, but yeah, she isn't duped, so I can go in and drop a combo. Then I have to play it a bit slow when she is about to lose that force field. So I just parry, do 1 hit, and now she's invisible. So I parry again, drop another light attack just to remove the invisibility. And now I'm just going to do parry 4 hits, you know, to apply that light ending bleed a bit faster. And then I got hit by the special 1. Not sure how I got hit by it, but yeah, it happened. And then I did that last hit when the invisibility came back. I kind of just overestimated my damage, because she doesn't even have 100,000 health, so she's going down very quickly. So I can remove that force field very quickly as well. But yeah, anyway, she goes down. I took a couple of hits, but it's not the biggest deal. Alright, now moving on to Section 2. First I gotta deal with this M.O.D.O.K with Encroaching Stun, Stupefy, and Power Reserve. So another very good matchup for Nick Fury. Okay, so I go in, parry, drop a combo, but not a full combo because he can auto block when he has that force field up. So I like to disable it, and then if I can punish him very soon after that, then I can drop a full combo. And also just need to keep an eye on the Encroaching Stun icon. Make sure I'm ready to drop a special attack before it triggers. And Power Reserve does make it a bit easier because you are going to be throwing a lot more special attacks, or you will be able to throw special ones a lot more frequently. Only thing is I have to bait his special attacks quite a lot as well. This isn't the biggest deal. The special 1 is fairly easy to evade, and it's very quick and easy to punish. Just can't always do it when he has the force field up. The only thing is, dexing it a lot will be triggering that indestructible. And Nick Fury's special 1 has some good duration on it for dealing with Encroaching Stun. And then towards the end, I threw my special 1 a little bit early, but fortunately I had enough time to throw another one. So yeah, he goes down. Pretty simple with Nick Fury. And now we're gonna move on to part 9. And first we have this Ebony Maw with Window of Opportunity Stun and One Eye Open. So I just have to avoid parrying him when he has that stun icon active. But I genuinely want to avoid parrying him for pretty much the whole fight, just so I don't get that damage reflected when I do hit him while he's stunned. But yeah, also Nick Fury works really well for Ebony Maw. Once you get 5 tactical charges, you can't miss. But I mean, it's Ebony Maw. He's so squishy, and Nick Fury's got some good damage output, so he goes on very quickly that, you know, you don't have to really deal with a lot of those falters. So yeah, very simple fight with Nick Fury. Even though he is defensive, I barely trigger Indestructible because I am already holding block a lot just to get those easy openings. Either he drops a combo on the block or a heavy attack, and then I can just go in and punish. Okay, and now we have Professor X with the Window of Opportunity Stun and Empowered Immunity. So Professor X isn't defensive at least, so I don't have to worry about the Indestructible. And once again, I'm just gonna hold block to get those easy openings. Like once he ends his combo on my block, I can just strike him. And then I can actually parry when the stun icon is down. Now I also want to keep an eye out for the falter timer, because what I want to do is either parry and then miss while he's stunned, or I can punish a special attack and then miss because he won't be able to retaliate quickly enough. But I'm still going to be throwing special ones in this fight to build the tactical charges, because once I have 5 I won't be able to miss, which will make the fight a little bit easier when he is in that stun immune phase. So second special one, now I have enough to counter miss, so now I can just punish him whenever I want without worrying about that falter mechanic. And now he's in mind control, so I'm not going to be gaining any power, which is perfectly fine because I don't really need to use special attacks anymore. I can just let him spam those special 2s and then just punish afterwards. And I must say, Professor X has some really gorgeous animations, and this is one of the main reasons I want this champ, just because he looks really fun to play. Okay, now moving on to the final section, I have 2 mini bosses to take care of, so I'm just going to use a greater champion boost. So now I have the Stunning Reflection Sasquatch. So I took a look at his stats and I was like, that's quite a lot of health he has. It's roughly the same as a rank 3 Apocalypse. I actually forgot that Sasquatch has the highest health pool in the game, so I decided to also use an invulnerability boost just to be extra safe, because the fight won't be as quick as I originally imagined. But he is Mystic, so Human Torch should still melt him. Make sure not to use the pre-fight, because you do want to apply Incinerate and not Nova Flames. So I go in, I'm just going to hold block to get an opening, punish the heavy attack, drop a few Incinerates, and now I can actually parry him and do some very quick damage. Then when the stun reflection icon comes back, go back to holding block. Once the Incinerates disable it, I can parry once again. Now I'm going to be blocking a lot in this fight just because he is defensive. Because with the Incinerates and Nova Flames, he will be taking damage consistently throughout the fight. So I'd rather just take the blocked hits and make the fight a bit faster. Just helps to build smolders and avoid triggering the Indestructible. So about halfway through the fight, he triggers Wrath of Teknoaxe, so now I just want to kind of avoid him and wait for it to end, because he can go unstoppable whenever he throws a special attack or a heavy attack. So now I'm in the corner, so I can get a quick corner intercept with the light attack. Okay, now Wrath of Teknoaxe goes into cooldown, so no more unstoppable and stun immunity. So now I can apply more Incinerates and parry stun him. Should be doing a good amount of damage with 17 smolders. And yeah, I just want to keep an eye on that stun reflection icon, because it's very easy to forget that it's there, especially when you're parrying a lot. But yeah, Human Torch works really well for this fight. It went exactly as planned, had nothing to worry about. Okay, now for the last fight, we have Mr. Fantastic with the best defense, brute force, and limber. So I find this fight quite fun with Nick Fury, especially with willpower, because he will apply a lot of debuffs on you, and each debuff increases his chance to evade. And Nick Fury can counter the evade with the special one once you have 5 or more tactical charges, but it's not always easy to do if you still have the decoy. Unless you get hit, of course, which I will sometimes do, like I'll just play freely as if he can't evade, and then that should take care of it. And he does also have brute force, so you're going to take in that regen if you can't hit him frequently enough. Which again isn't the biggest deal because, you know, with willpower regen it doesn't really do that much damage. So now I have 5 tactical charges, and what I should have done actually is just to drop a heavy attack just to remove all those debuffs. Because Nick Fury will purify them when he knocks him down. But yeah, it's really not a big deal. And here I actually dropped an unsafe heavy attack, which is perfectly fine. Like I was expecting to get hit there, and I still have the indestructible boost, which really doesn't matter because I still have plenty of health. I've actually been gaining a lot of health in this fight thanks to willpower. But yeah, it's just a fun fight in the sense that you don't really have to play it perfectly. You can be very messy, you can get hit quite a lot, and still finish the fight very comfortably. And the limber does make it a little bit more annoying, but still not really an issue. You can still do this fight perfectly fine with an unawakened Nick Fury. Okay, so Reed goes down. Not the cleanest kill, but that fight went pretty much exactly how I expected it to. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this war. Hope you guys enjoyed watching Nick Fury do Nick Fury things without relying on his SIG ability, because I don't know why some people still think he needs the SIG to be a good champ. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is so much better with it, but he's still pretty good without it. But as always, thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.